read Linda's poem called Hawk in My Hand. This is Linda Hazelstrom. A hawk hangs from the wind over the road ditch. Looking up, I feel my own heart pulse in my chest in time with the hawk's heartbeat in my wrist. The hawk, balanced on air, knows the heartbeat of the mole. The mole's veins pulse with blood made of plants. The hawk tastes the mole's heartbeat, stoops and kills and eats. The plant's blood, the mole's blood, throbs in the hawk's heart. The plant, the mole, the hawk, and the wind drum in my wrist. I hold a hawk in my hand. The hawk holds me. And it turns out I have a hawk in me. We didn't know this when we put the things together, but it turns out we did. And mine is called Feeding the Hawk. I do this on a warm afternoon, June, from a chaise on the deck, my hand holding a glass, wine, red, and overhead a splay of tail to match. Above the back tree line, above the field beyond, the hawk soars, ignores the jays and chatter. I am feeding the hawk one small rodent or mammal at a dive. Creatures that roam my land in search of worm or grub or root, below the tangle of branch and limb and trunk, leaf and needle and blade, flower, pollen, and sap, where feathers and fur and claws small enough to attempt to disappear when wings cast their shadow, ripple through heat, rising, tilt, outstretched, still. It's as if this slow moment is a shower of manna, a sign. On command, I take, eat, drink, in ethereal communion with the gods. Well, I don't know about you, but hawks are pretty awesome, I think. This in the newspaper, the epigraph. Cheesemakers want to loosen the regulation, put a little flexibility in. Wisconsin Cheesemakers Association. When I read in the newspaper the feds may change the holes in Swiss cheese, I wondered, will they further coagulate cottage cheese, jack around with my pepper jack? I hate to think what further regulations we must be free from. I've been perfectly happy with those holes, thank you. No self-respecting deli meal would be complete without. But what do I know? Some folks can't stomach it, the stuff of cows I recall feeding to the hogs. A friend asked, only half joking, if yogurt goes bad, how would you know? Let's not confuse ourselves with facts. The holes in Swiss cheese must change. And by God, we can count on a Washington bureaucrat to look right into it. Never mind tradition or antiquity or technology. Never mind those farm policies that do actual harm. After all, there's no such thing as a happy farmer. Hey, thanks to Reagan and deregulation, I can't now count on the airlines, but I can sometimes wear a size 6. So why not walk on the wild side, go with the flow, cut them some slack and live it up. Downsize those holes in the Swiss cheese, the sooner the quicker. Let's see if it'll wash in Wisconsin. Let's milk this for all it's worth.